Hello! Hello, hello. Alright, I'm going to attempt to do a replay commentary. That is incorrect. I'm just trying to be Purge. No. What I'm trying to do here is analyze my own replays to get better at the game of Dota 2. I'm not very good. I want to get better. I hear this is how you're supposed to do it. So I actually can't speed up that way through this. I want to speed up through this draft here.
Alchemist.
Ursa Warrior.
Disruptor.
Earth Shaker.
Prepare for
So,
battle.
I picked Juggernaut because I want to play carry. Everyone wants to play carry. So I pick early, and I pick Juggernaut because I think that he can play in a lot of disadvantageous laning situations, which other carries can't. And with my team deciding to do a very strange laning setup, I think this is alright. My starting item build was Tango, Burn Protection, and Enchanted Mango. If I had known that I was not going to have a support in this lane, I think I probably would have bought either a second set of Tangos or a Healing Salve instead of that Enchanted Mango. But still, being able to Mango spin is important. I never end up using it this game, but it's alright. I missed a bunch of last hits here. On the plus side, my team is getting shit done in the top lane. Not really sure how, but they are. This laning stage, my laning stage is fucking atrocious this game. It's a complete disaster. I think that I needed to, 1, have better laning control, 2, pull through the jungle some more just to pull the lane back. And 3, be able to harass this Phoenix a lot earlier. I mean, at level 3, like, there's no way you should be able to just sit and land at level 3 against me. I think I should have gone for an earlier boot instead of get the Glowing Blade. And still chilled. I'm running fairly low on regen here at this point. I end up getting a point in stats at level 3. Or level 2, I guess. And then a second point to spin. I want to max spin this game because they have a lot of magic damage. And I don't want to go BKB because I think Juggernaut getting a BKB is silly, especially when there's not a direct counter to anything. He spins out. I don't know why I walked over there. Poor choice, I guess. At this point, I decided I want to get a phase boots so I can harass this guy out of lane. It never ends up happening, but that's just how it goes. With, hold on. With 2 range creeps, the lane's pushing. With just after TPing in, it's unlikely I die immediately because I can just spin out of his glimpse, but I do end up dying here rather soon. Sorry, during that point where I was just standing there accomplishing literally nothing, I should have just gone get either the small camp or the medium camp. I missed some more last hits, and I take some extra harass from Phoenix that I don't need to. Here, the lane pulls back, which is very good here, and then I auto-attack it down like a dumbass. With 2 range creeps, I should just be letting it push in, so that we can establish a lane in equilibrium effectively where I'm standing. Especially with me so low on health, I should have just waited. Anyways, I come back here and I heal up. I put 1 point in my healing ward. With the lane pushing into the tower, I should have just tanked away a little bit, my healing ward up. I could have held it outside tower range. I missed some more last hits. I end up dying here. That spin accomplished nothing, and it ends up getting me killed. Instead, I should have let him attack me and just face tank some more. And allowed the creep wave to push a little bit more into me. I shouldn't be expecting TP support from my team. I played a low bracket. Everyone else is busy. Ursa's power from the jungle. We have an AA Rubik top. That lane's a fucking disaster, and Quap is getting crushed in the mid lane.
The direst elements are pelting Radiant's
and I picked up 2 my items here. Just kind of a fuck up. I probably maybe should just get rid of my mango. I'm not sure. I get a bunch of last hits here, which is nice. And by get a bunch of last hits, I mean miss a bunch of last hits. Woohoo! They're all missing. At this point, no one's on the map. and they have a lot of combinations of heroes that can kill me. Even with SF showing, it doesn't matter. SF's not the biggest issue. If there's one stun, I think I end up dying heroes. Which, as you can see, will happen very soon. And, well, during that time, I was just standing there accomplishing nothing. Again, I should have been farming the jungle. Because I was not getting any farm, and I was just wasting fucking time. 3 heroes were getting to kill me. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. They probably only needed 2. Maybe even only 1. I think it's possible that Earthshaker alone could have just killed me. He throws a blast in. Good thought. Really late. Ends up not mattering. As you can see here, this SF standing stage was fucking amazing. It's not very good. It's pretty decent. Rubik and Plop rotate bottom, end up dying. I end up dying. Instead of chasing that kill, I probably should just went on the jungle, joined it, so it's fucking I tilt here. I'm pretty upset at my Plop in general. He was also very offensive. I go top. I should have TP'd here. I should have just sold something, probably my tangos, and then just gone top. Instead I waste 15 seconds or whatever it is to walk up the lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Crop indicates he wants to get a kill. He misses his ultimate. Woohoo.
They must have seen
and so right now, I instead of just standing around here, I decide I want to go jungle, which is actually a pretty decent use of my time. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And then with a bunch of heroes coming up top, we want to try to get the kill on this Alchemist too. But it doesn't actually end up happening. And I think that I know this because Ursa's not here, so we're lacking a bunch of damage. And if any additional hero TP's in, we can't chase this anymore. And that doesn't end up happening. I mean, they do end up TPing in, but I can't chase him as soon as he pops his ultimate. And with me being so low on health and having no regen, I end up sticking around way too long and just dying in the future. So eventually, what I think the alternative is I want to TP bottom here and push up the tower instead of being part of this team fight and just standing around. As you can see here, I walk mid, accomplish nothing, miss 2 last hits, and then I walk back top. Just a complete waste of about a minute and a half. Ursa does pretty good here. I panic and ultimate. I should have just spun. That'll happen. Then I want Earthshaker's Q to fade, and it doesn't. He ends up dying anyways because Scott goes ham. And then I just die because Alchemist respawns, and I'm standing around, no mana, no health, no DP. Let's get chased down. Yay. So I'm getting pretty close to my Vladimir's. I want to go Vladimir's because I want to be able to farm the jungle and provide an aura for my team. I'm not actually sure at this point if Ursa was planning on going Vladimir's, but I warned him off it, and he ends up going for a Helmet Dominator, which is fine. New change to Fairy Stripes. It's pretty OP. Alchemist picks up Midas. A lot of this game was won, spoiler alert, because Alchemist can't fucking farm. I farm the jungle here. I'm not going to get Ness and Y after picking my Vladimir's. I'm uninterested in fighting with my team at this point, so I just farm the jungle. I should have killed that hard camp before going to this bounty room. Then I go bottom and push this tower, which I think is the right choice. I see that there's a team fight going on top. I don't give a shit, because with our AA dead, as well as our Ursa, we lack a bunch of our damage. A big recurring theme in this game is that we need our AA to get to win a team fight. With all of their AoE control from Phoenix Egg and Disruptor and Earthshaker without the Shatter effect and the non-healing, especially against the Alchemist, we can't take a fight with them. They are AA. So I get this bottom tower, and I know they're all missing off the map, and so I back up. I'm pretty confident that I have enough time to get out of here. And as you see, I do. Because, oh yeah, a little detour there. Just, I don't know what I'm doing here. Be efficient, boys. I come over here, buy a TP scroll, walk over here, stand here for a couple seconds, and then walk back and buy a Band of Elvenskin. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Alright, anyways. At this point in the game, I farm the jungle. We are behind in golden experience. Rather unfortunate. My team's clumping up, and so is theirs. I just can't see them. Instead of calling up with my team, I want to farm the jungle, get my S and Y, so I'm able to teamfight effectively and also move around the map a lot faster. At this point, even though as you can see, I'm pretty high on last hits, am low on net worth. Highest on my team, but low in general because of my points. Minos have come on for a kill here. We go us. We chase down this disruptor. We actually have a pretty good team fight here. I know that the Earthshaker's there, and I suspect that their team is coming in. I actually wanted to ult the Earthshaker there, but I can't because he can stun me before I can get in range. And then I want to kill this Phoenix, but he is near the creep, so wait for him to get away, and then I ultimate, and we end up mopping up this Earthshaker with a good steal from Rubik, getting that kill. So we take stock of what's going on right now. We just won a team fight. 3 heroes dead. Alchemist is farming top. So I decided to farm the jungle, and I want to push out this bottom lane and then go top. That's me, hindsight, looking at this game. I don't know if you remember what happens. I push out this bottom lane, and I'm getting fairly close to my SNY here. They TP in, and so I run away. Good choice, me. And I go back from the jungle. That's actually not a good choice.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
I see that. I see that that Phoenix, and as soon as he commits here, I realize that there has to be another hero here, and I know that SF has a Shadow Blade, so I suspect it's him. It actually ends up being this A. I wanted to ult this SF, but he TP's out in time. When I pick up this invisibility rune, I want to get a kill, and I get a little bit overeager, and end up wasting a bunch of time walking around looking for a kill until I eventually get too overeager and fuck it up and ultimate this creep wave. I was trying to kill the Phoenix. And then I'll tap tilt because, you know, NA Dota. So after that failure, I walk bottom and kill no creep camps for no fucking reason. And I want to push this tower because they're all off the map. And I know that even with... they need at least 2 heroes to kill me. And this Earthshaker has not done a particularly good job of stunning Metafog. If that Phoenix had not used his beam and SF had just ulted right on top of me, I would have just died. So that Phoenix saved my life. And I got excited. I wanted to power from the jungle until I got my SNY here. So I go about doing that. I have my level 2 ultimate, so I want to fight here. I spin out of here, and then I end up wasting a bunch of time. There's a team fight here. I should have just been farming our jungle, I think, at this point. Or committing to this fight. I don't do either. And it puts me in a really awkward situation. I pick up my SNY, and I'm thinking about going desert at this point, because I feel like we are falling behind, and I want to have damage very quickly. It ends up not actually being the case. If we look at the golden experience, we're doing fine. We're pretty even, and I just felt like we were further behind than we actually were. This Alchemist ends up being quite poor. I knew that I was hitting a fairly good timing window. This is a disaster for team fight. I don't even want to talk about it. I get stunned, I half commit and then don't commit, and it's just very awkward. Again, I think that I need to realize a lot earlier on that without the AA blast hitting, we can't actually take a team fight. And I realized that in hindsight, and about halfway through this game I realized that we cannot fight without the AA. So I stopped going to fights where the AA can't go good. But there I just fed. So we end up losing a very early set of racks, which is a little bit terrifying, and someone called it. So now that they've taken a set of racks and they're backing up, I'm fairly confident, because I can see 3 of them, that I have the ability to farm this bottom lane and our jungle for a little bit. So I want to accelerate my net worth as much as I can. And at this point I'm thinking I want to tank up, because I realize that Odessa would be great, but I'm actually just dying in team fights, so I need to tank up. And I think that actually I ended up going for a Scotty. And I think that maybe a BKB would have been good, even though I don't like the item on Juggernaut. With the amount of magic damage they had, I think being able to just man up on someone would have been pretty good. I don't think SNY is a bad choice. It allows me to tank up, and just they don't have a lot of stuns. They don't have a lot of targeted stuns that they want to use on me. This guy keeps using it. It's a fucking disaster. Pushing this lane. I know that they're coming towards me at this point, and I probably should just back at this point. I don't actually die. If they were better, I
Bottom
would
tower
have.
is under attack.
Because they're not, it's fine. And this is the point where I decide, nah, I want to discard it. From the Ancients, and then I move into their jungle. Because I know that they just, some of them had TP'd bottom lane, and the rest of them had walked there, so I felt fairly confident here. And even so, I know that my ultimate's coming up fairly soon, my TP's off cooldown, so is my spin, and they have nothing that can stun me out of spin TP except for Phoenix Egg, and he's not just going to pop that on the off chance that it takes me 5 seconds to TP wherever I'm going. Co-op's here and wants to get a kill. I suspect that that is warded, and as we can see, both teams. Free camera. What the hell? Why can't I move? Yeah, it was actually worded, so I'm right. Yay, go me. So I see that the team fight happening bottom. I just don't care. I want to farm up. And I know, again, this is about the point where I realize that we can't take a team fight without our AA. So I cut the wave here and just take this 2-1. Or creep steal. So still, I want to apply pressure here. This Alchemist teaches in, he just dies. And again, I know that our team fight is weak without our AA blast, so I pop my ward there, and I want to hit the tower as much as possible, or have the creeps hit the tower as much as possible. And I come back, and I know that I'm getting close to my Scotty, which means that I'm going to have the ability to just be able to team fight and survive through most of their magical bursts fairly soon. But I see that there's a team fight up in bottom, and I just don't care. I know that they're going to push in the mid lane, and that's bad. I want to keep our range racks alive for as long as possible. And also secure my own farm. So I do that. And they're all messing off the map, so still, I feel very safe in my ability to just get out of most situations. I know that my net worth is fairly high. I'm not positive at this point that I'm far enough ahead. I actually think that in the game, I thought the SF was a lot closer to me. He doesn't have very many useful items. His ganks have failed quite a bit with his Shadow Blade, which limits his effectiveness, and the Alchemist is just playing very poorly. I see this Disruptor, and I pull myself back so I can send in the ward there. I think that's a pretty good choice. I waste a little bit of time here. If we jump back. I was planning on just pushing out that top lane, but I see them coming mid. So I come in here, look to get some kills. This is a disaster right here. I should have just ulted right there. There weren't any creeps around. I would have had to get Baron lucky. He pops his ultimate. I underestimate exactly how much regen it has. I end up just panic ulting. Probably didn't need to, but I wanted to secure the kill. And there's a bunch of heroes still. Going Phoenix, and then I decide, alright, I'm just going to push this mid lane out so that even though they're behind, even though we're behind, because they have those little racks up, we can still push the other ones out without fear of just getting pushed in.
Killing spree.
So we I go over here, and I pick up my Scotty. And I should have just farmed the Ancients there. I saw their Shaker, and then whatever. Oh yeah, at this point I realized that there's like a 98% chance that Roshan is warded because ours has already taken it twice, so they're probably wanting to secure that. He ends up getting it stolen. He still survives, but he ends up getting it stolen, which is kind of shitty. So now that I finished up my Scotty, my next item is really up in the air, and I think that I made the wrong choice. I think I made an okay choice. I don't think the Butterfly is the right choice, and I don't end up going it, but I know that at this point I'm very far ahead, and I am correct in that. Not very far ahead, but that I am far ahead, and they don't have an ability to kill me. This SF does not have the damage items to kill me before I can TP, and no one has anything that goes through my spin TP. We are getting ahead in experience quite a bit because of our Roshan kills and my ability to split push, and our farm is fairly even because they're still winning quite a few team fights. I see this Alchemist, and AA pings him out, that he's going to throw an ultimate, and I go up there and secure the kill. Unfortunately, I do fuck up here. I actually think that if I had... so I go over here and I spin him down. I ultimate and I kill him, and then I spin down the Alchemist. And I think that here I should have just TP'd. Oh, never mind. So, never mind then. I maybe could have ran back in the lane and gotten out, but I don't. I end up dying, and then our Queen of Pain eventually ends up dying as well. We end up trading pretty poorly here, even though our Ursa hasn't made this in the time twice. I said
Dire's bottom tower is taking a
Rune, he's pretty proud of that. Our base is in home. Home is in trouble, as Winter would say. Home in trouble. So I want to push up this mid lane, and now that I've secured my Scotty, I decide that I want to go for an MKB. I think that BKB would have been a good choice here as well, but as we said, I'm a greedy fuck, and I don't want to go BKB. I want to go MKB because of the Radiance, and Phoenix also has a Heaven's Halberd. Get the kill there, and then I pick up my Demon Edge. Very inefficient pathing, but that's just how it goes. Kill this Angel Camp here. And then I invade their jungle. Again, I'm very confident in my ability to just kill any one hero or be able to escape multiple heroes. So I'm feeling confident in my ability to just take over their jungle. All their creep camps are dead, which is super sad. So I instead farm the lane. I think at this point, instead of doing what I do, maybe just push this wave out. No, I do try to farm their jungle before it's respawned. And I get a kill here. I think that instead of actually going for this kill, I do end up living for a little bit. I do end up dying. I should have just gone bottom when I went to the side shop there. I should have just gone bottom right there and farmed instead. Pushed up the bottom tier 2 instead of dying here in this team fight that we had no business taking. Again, our AA dies right off the bat, and without his ultimate, we can't actually fight.
Can its end be drawing nigh? The Dire's poor top tower sick. Can its end be drawing nigh?
I'm curious here, actually. This is wrong. What the golden experience graphs are. Scarves. So we're ahead in experience, we're behind in gold. Not by much on either front at this point. 40 minutes into the game, that's not a big deal. Looking at items, well, we have everyone TP bottom because we're afraid that Alchemist is going to take our tower. His Alchemist, his item build is very poor. He goes Radiance, Maelstrom into S and Y. I don't understand that build at all. I'm very glad I didn't go Butterfly because this SF picks up an MKB. Alchemist gets caught out in the jungle, and at this point I feel very confident that we can just push this tier 2. So I do exactly that. Go over here and I farm the jungle. And then I just spin out because their heroes are there. Farm there, and then I head top, kill the Ancient Camp here. And I see that there's a bunch of heroes mid, and the lane's pushing in, but I don't actually care. I don't want to fight with my team at this point because I know that I am further ahead of them than the rest of my team is, which, as you can see, is correct. So I want to leverage that into making them make a choice between my team and me. And as we know, in shit tier matchmaking, decision making is not a strong suit of just about anyone, myself included. I do think this is alright. I should have farmed that small camp instead of before I killed here. And then went and farmed this medium camp. I know there's a team fight happening bottom, but there's no reason for me to be there. I can just trade a tier 2. And at this point, with our AA dead for 50 seconds, I decide, no matter what, I'm going to push this tier 3.
has fallen. Don't shoot the
until
messenger.
I force them to come back. Because without our AA, we can't take a team
Dire's
fight.
courier
And
has been slain.
even though my team was telling me to come back, with our Ursa in the mid lane, and if I remember correctly, he doesn't have a TP on him.
Dire's structures are just amazing.
Yeah, I'm right. He does not have a TP, so he's just walking back to base. So we cannot fight there. I would have just TP'd back and stood around.
Is under attack.
So instead, I take this tier 3, and I trade a Rax. And I think this is the right choice here. There's no way we hit this fight without our AA, and
This is probably going to spoil your day.
they would have taken the Rax before our AA respawned. So by just trading Rax, I'm okay with this. I know that I'm still pretty far ahead, which means that I'm very confident in my ability to just pick up any hero that TP's in. And as you saw there, the Earthshaker actually canceled his TP, so he was afraid of exactly what was going to happen. I'm not sure why I didn't farm that hard camp there. Oh, because I was looking to kill these people that are coming back. So I pick up the SF, and I see that this Disruptor, or this Alchemist is coming to kill me, and I know these Ice Blasted, so I make him stun himself, and he ends up dying. As I've said before, this Alchemist is pretty
Killing spree. Double kill.
So with Disruptor coming in, and my spin coming up cooldown in 5 seconds, I think I'm fine here. I'll see what I score. I end up dying. I think that's okay. I killed their SF on the retreat. We traded a Rax. I think that maybe I could have gone bottom and just pushed the tower out, but I don't think it's terrible. We end up dying. We lose 2 heroes. They lose 2 heroes, and we get Roshan. I'm okay with that.
Radiant treachery.
So at this point, the game plan for me is to buy some bots and force them to make poor trades. I know that they want, at this point, they're feeling very confident because they're 2 racks, or they have 2 racks down and they're 1 racks up. And I know that they want to just take one team fight and win the game. Everyone gets very impatient when they get to this point in my skill bracket. I know I feel the exact same way. So they're feeling very, very impatient to finish the game because they feel like they're ahead and they're afraid that if they let it go any further, with Juggernaut Ursa Quap, we do eventually out-carry them because really their only real carry is the SF because Alchemist falls off so quickly with just an innate poor skill set. And with the AA Blast, his regen means much less. Again, I'm feeling very confident. I know that I'm ahead, and I end up being... That's not right. I'm quite far ahead, in fact. Our entire team is ahead, despite being 2 racks down. We're very close to even. So we see 3 heroes here, and our Quap calls it GG, and I just... There's not much they can do about that. They never ended up having a solution with that. I think that the Alchemist needed to go and an Abyssal Blade, which is really weird. I mean, hypothetically, I could have got MKB proc by the SF, but it doesn't end up happening, thankfully. But I had buyback regardless, so it was not a game-losing scenario. And for the rest of this game, I do end up having buyback, which is a good choice. I'm pretty sure I don't actually buy another item. So at this point, my goal is just, as you can see, my team is standing mid doing fuck all. And I'm still very confident that I can escape or kill any situation that comes my way. So I want to apply as much pressure as I can to the enemy team. I pull over to the side here because I see that everyone's off the map. And even though I can get out of most situations, there's no reason for me to put myself in extraneous danger. I know my team's coming towards me. Because they did say they were going to smoke. So they smoke up and they come towards me. I see this Disruptor and I go for the kill. With the AA Blast landing, again, crucial to all of our good team fights effectively. It's a good AA Blast. We get that kill, and at this point I just want to take another Rax.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So we do that. Our Quap TP's back at some point to defend. I'm not sure that was a necessary choice, but the choice that she made. So we can just force high ground at this point with Disruptor and Phoenix dead, and my ultimate's still up, and the fairly decent net worth lead that I have. I'm feeling very confident in our ability to just take a high ground fight. So Ursa jumps in. I told him he had mage just go, so he does. And with the gem, we are able to pick off the SF, and then at this point, as soon as the SF's dead, it's game over.
Double kill.
So we secure this Rex, and then effectively just lose the game. So what we can take away from this game, I think, is that my early landing stage was really quite poor. And I need to work quite a bit on my ability to control the lane in a 1v1. And I also need to work on my ability to make the decision of how to use my time effectively. As it gets later into the game, I find that I make better choices, time management-wise, because I feel more confident in my ability to take over the map, even with the very, very limited map control that we had, or map vision, I should say, that we had. As soon as I got ahead, I knew that I was ahead, so it gave me the ability to just to push their pressure and make them make bad decisions and bad trades, and that was really how we ended up winning this game. AA had some very, very crucial teamfight assists with his ultimate, and our Ursa being able to secure all of the Roshans made it. All but one of the Roshans, I should say, made it very easy for us to not have to worry about them just being able to throw bodies at the racks. I think that the biggest thing for me to be able to take away from this game is that my landing stage is very awful and my time management is even worse. I need to work on farming patterns, I need to work on mechanics, and I need to work on confidence in my team. I know it's very strange to say, in pub games, you don't really want to have confidence in your team because they're probably shitty. And while that's probably true, it's still a 5v5 team game, and trying to work together is rather important. Friendship is magic or some shit, whatever that My Little Ponies thing is, I don't know. It's very beneficial. I don't think we win this game if the Alchemist is a good player. I think that he had a lot of space, and he could have just gotten ahead and stayed ahead, but he didn't. Instead, that right was reserved for me. Our co-op was very ineffectual this game, and had SF's ganks worked out, things would have been very different, but because he didn't really have any easy gank targets. He could kill the Rubik, and he could kill the AA, but if he killed the AA was almost for sure going to get an ultimate off, and that meant that he was going to die. And if he tried to go on me, I could ultimate him, or just spin TP. Ursa had the ability to man-fight him, and Quap could just blink out. So they put themselves in a position where they needed to succeed in ganking, or forcing us to teamfight. And as you can see in the mid lane, before I realized that we needed our AA, we took those teamfights, and we ended up losing quite a few of them, and it was very detrimental to our team. And that's why we lost such an early racks. But we were able to control the map after that point, and force them to make bad trades. I think that it was crucial for me to just man up and take that top racks, despite the overwhelming desire that I had to TP back and try to defend our racks. Without the AA, we couldn't take in that fight, and I think that was a good choice. I think it's important to give credit where credit is due. Without this AA landing all his ultimates, we lose the game. Hopefully that helps someone else, and not just me. But I plan on continuing to do these, because I think it is probably the best way for me to improve my Dota game. I think that I need to get better at analyzing and playing Dota. So, you know, drop me some advice or flame me to shit. I'm not really sure which one is going to happen more, but it's been fun. My throat's really sore. I don't understand how casters do this, because holy shit, their throat must get sore. I'm sure there's a cock joke in there somewhere, but I can't find it. Hey. We actually ended up not being that far ahead in experience, which is very strange. I'm not really sure how that happened. Our net worth, even with this Alchemist's terrible play, he was second on net worth. But again, it doesn't matter because he's an Alchemist, so he doesn't do anything. And his item build is very ineffectual. He needed to commit for the Radiance Octarine Manta. Naga-esque style where he just pushed, or for the team fighting build, he just didn't do either. He got stuck in the middle and ended up fucking up. Again, I think that I probably could have gone BKB over MKB, and that would have been a better choice. And with 12k gold, I should have picked up AC Tank at some point, but by the time that happened, it just didn't matter. Any other good points I wanted to make? Thinking about what you're doing, thinking about where you're moving on the map, I think is very important. And also, I think that I need to be more willing to buy wards in the carrier position than I am. I did upgrade the carrier this game because I was worried it was going to die. And I think that when I did that, I should have also bought some more wards just to give us more vision in case they had ended up ganking. They didn't, but you can't really play assuming that your team is or the enemy team is terrible, because eventually, if you want to move up, you need to assume they're better than they are. So you can still make good choices even when they do get better. At this point, I'm just rambling, so I guess I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah. Peace.